that and his dad, the football player, used to play for the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I read that, and it's so typical of what we wrote about the Mirage man. And part of the Mirage syndrome is how men have learned to not express their real feelings.
Yeah, that's really what was going on here. Is it seemed like Brett grew up, in a household, where his dad really wanted him to be a football star, and part of that's denying pain, playing when you don't feel like it, practicing every day when you don't feel like it, and obviously when you're a kid and you're that talented, you're going to be denying the feelings. You're going to be trying to please your father. Yeah,
and the most important relationship I think you have, and you and I have, is a relationship with ourselves. And if we deny ourselves, or we're not able to learn to express feelings or that intimate part of ourselves, or never even become acquainted with it, and that's part of the Mirage man. And so when they get into relationships, it's almost like this facade. The woman will never know them.
Yeah, they just know the image. They know what he wants them to know.
And that's what us men have learned, to create that image for people, and that mirage for women to what we think they want, and not realizing that what is true intimacy, what is the importance of, what is that connection, and bouncing and never being able to find it.
Yeah, and we've seen this example of Brett Favre. So many of us, when we're growing up, we learn to disconnect from our feelings, as boys, so that then when we start going out with girls and then young women, we try to relate to them, but there's no real connection there because we're holding so much back.
That's right. That's how we described it in the book, was the disconnection of the feelings. And once that disconnection, it's overlearned as a kid growing up, it's an adult performance, and it takes work, and it takes challenging ourselves to rise above that, and to be able to learn to break that disconnection.
Yeah, and in addition to not being able to share our feelings, you're not going to be really tuned into how your partner's feeling either, because you're so disconnected. You're just worried about the relationship and trying to get what you want, and you're not really tuned into how she's feeling.
Yeah, and intimate relationships require something different. And I think the Mirage man we're these men that were after the infatuation, we're after that sexual hormonal high, and is that real intimacy?
Yeah, basically, searching for that honeymoon, and once it's over, that's what happens. A lot of guys go, I want to get back to that honeymoon, so and maybe in Brett's case, he saw this cute reporter on the sidelines, and man, I really miss that honeymoon feeling. I want to get back to that.
And that's another talk all in itself, is feeling it. Some people, especially for us guys, the only intimacy we know is that high of the orgasm, and not realizing that what we really want is, or what is that mature, intimate relationship, and we need to find that.